Or do your cucumbers look like this? Do your tomato plants look like this? Are your pepper plants stressing out and look like this? Yeah, summer has cooked my garden, but you know what? Fall is coming, and it's about resetting everything. The old plants out. New tomatoes, broccoli, Swiss chard, all that's going back in the garden this year. Work has been busy. A little vacation at the end of the July, done a number on my garden. This is what August in Texas does. Tomatoes burn up, beans dry out, and cucumbers practically melted. It happens every single year, but don't even think about giving up. Fall is honestly my favorite season to grow. Cooler nights, better growth, fewer pests. So instead of giving up, I'm clearing every single thing out of this garden and getting ready for a fall reset. And you know what? You should do the same. It's really easy to see a burned up garden bed and just want to give up and wait till next spring. But people don't realize that fall gardening can give you a great harvest. So what we're going to do is start everything out here is everything that's done or dying is coming out of the garden. I want clean soil, clean space, and a clean slate. There's something really satisfying about ripping out last year's summer chaos and making room for a new fall garden. So if you're planting a fall garden this year, tell me what you're doing. I'm adding tomatoes, broccoli, Swiss chard, and a few beans of the bush variety to start off with. I'm going to be planting stuff like spinach, kale, and other cool season crops in another couple of weeks. But I'm always looking for something new, some type of fall crop to test. So drop your favorites down in the comments down below. I actually use these suggestions whenever I plan for these beds. So a month ago, I seeded these 49-day tomatoes specifically for fall. They grow fast, they handle heat better, and they actually should produce before that first cold snap. I've been hardening these guys off for a little over a week now, slowly getting them used to that sun, that wind, and this ridiculous Texas heat. Much like in the spring, you want to make sure you harden these off to prevent dampening off disease, because even though it's hot and dry, it can still get dampening off disease, especially when these temperatures are well over 100 degrees. Now, I did seed these about 4.5 weeks ago, actually somewhere around the 4th of July. It may be too late to start tomatoes from seed in your area, but you can always check with your local big box store or nursery to see if they have any transplants. Sometimes they still have a few left. And since it's extremely hot, we're going to give these plants, we're going to give them time. We're going to give them some protection. I put up a 40% shade cloth over the whole area that I plan on planting these tomatoes. Not full shade, just enough to take that edge off of that afternoon blast furnace that we have here in Texas. Fall tomatoes still need sun, but they don't like that full sun to be blasted on them in that late evening hot August time. I've also got broccoli started indoors. These guys hate the summer sun, so you want to baby these inside until the nights start to cool down. And the Swiss chard, one of my favorite fall greens to grow. Why? Because it grows fast, it's heat tolerant, and it actually tastes better in cooler weather. These are going straight into the garden beds. Once I pull all the weeds from the dying plant, the soil is usually in need of a reset as well. So I like to add a little more compost to the garden beds and fully saturate those garden beds before planting anything. I'm also going to do a little crop rotation. For example, the bed that I had the beans in before, I'm going to plant my cucumbers from seed so they can soak up all that nitrogen that was left behind from the beans. And the area over here where I have my cucumbers, that's where I'm planting my 49 days to harvest tomatoes. It's always good to do crop rotation in your garden. So let me tell you why fall gardening matters. Summer beats you up, it really does, but fall's like getting that second chance. Cooler nights, better growth, and honestly, it's a season that makes me fall back in love with gardening every single year. And speaking of fall, these are the pumpkins that I planted from seed back in early July in hopes that I can get some pumpkins growing for the grandkids to pick by October 31st. These are looking really good right now, but I'm not sure if I will hit that deadline by October 31st yet. That's still to come. So subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification for a later video to see if we actually make that deadline. And I'll keep you updated as all these fall crops start to take off. Thanks for hanging out with me as I reset the garden for the season. And like always, keep it growing.